Oh, welcome back to Quaran-Tinder. Good evening. I'm your host, Wink Massengale, and we have got week number 9 of the pandemic of 2020. And I don't know about y'all, I'm hornier than a rooster without a peacock. But right now, tonight, we're going to find out the winners of who Quaran-Tindered last week and also meet 2 new bachelor and bachelorettes that are going to try to find love during the pandemic. Dougie, are you as excited as I am about getting Quaran-Tindered tonight?
Yep.
Dougie, have you been lonely during this pandemic? Because I know we haven't been able to get together and watch each other love make anymore. How's it been for you, buddy?
I'm good.
All right. Well, with all that enthusiasm, I'm sure you can feel it just like I can. Tonight is time to get Quaran-Tindered in the month of May. Dougie, hit me off with that first bachelor so we can find out who might have a match and who might be able to end this sanitation, social distancing, and Dougie.
All right, Wink. Our first contestant is from London. We're going international tonight. And she is coming to us from an undisclosed location in London. Please welcome Miss Florence Avery.
Hey, my name's Florence. You can call me Flo. Or you can call me like Prince. How you doing?
Flo, how are you?
I'm bunkered in, trying to stay safe, because I can't die from this. So, I got my protective gear on. I wear my mask everywhere. Nobody can get into my thoughts either, because sometimes I think like you can get it through your like skull. So I protected my head. Yeah.
Well, welcome. It sounds like you're just as normal as all the other guests we've had here on Quaran-Tinder. I'd love to ask you a few questions, Flo. One,
yeah.
The lack of love during the pandemic has been making me feel like a tiger without any testosterone. How's it been treating you, Flo?
Well, it's really hard not being able to meet anybody. And I mean, I have a really, really important reason why I need to meet somebody. And it's why I contacted you about your show. So okay, this is a huge, huge secret, but I think everybody needs to know this so they can prepare properly, okay? So aliens sent COVID to Earth so they can wipe everything out, right? And I have been chosen to be able to repopulate the planet. So I really need to find somebody to repopulate the planet with, or there's going to be nobody.
So let me get this straight, Miss Flo. You said you're unemployed, I heard. I also heard that you want to repopulate the earth. Is that right? Do you mean sexually?
Yeah. I just need to get it in with somebody so we can make some babies and keep the earth going. I don't want the earth to be totally gone. We just need to start over. That's the aliens' whole plan.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. Your accent is making me totally want to go ahead and repopulate.
I mean, if none of the contestants work out, I'd be down. But I want to give the contestants a chance, though.
Understood. And I tell you, Flo, you are a lovely soul, and I like your attitude. I know Dougie is a huge sexual beast, just like I am. And Dougie, she wants to repopulate. What does that make you think of besides the fact that repopulate rhymes with copulate?
It makes me think of turtle wax.
Well, Flo, it's time to go ahead and get to it. Since you need to do that repopulating, you limey little britter, I am ready to go ahead and get this started. Just to let you know, too, we did drop your tea in the harbor. Sorry about that one. Hey, Dougie, hit that first contestant for this hot, saucy woman from across the pond.
So what? I'm just supposed to talk into the thing? Alright. Hold on, real my name. CJ Prettyman III. That's right. A man can be forgiven for what he's done. And ladies, I don't care what problems you come with. I will forgive you. My neighbors are looking at me funny again. I can't blame them. I mean, if you love fresh air, an open road like I do, you can run away from all this. You want to get away? I want to get away. I've been getting away my whole life. I'll take you anywhere you want to go, except for the state of Georgia. I can't go back to the state of Georgia. I just want to settle down with a woman. You know, someplace nice, like New Hampshire. I haven't been to New Hampshire before. Nobody knows me there. You can't judge a book by its cover, even if you never learned to read.
Woo! What a powerful finish! Illiteracy is one of the hottest things we have going on in America. Talk to me, Flo.
Well, you know, he could be a contestant. He could be a contestant. He seems to want to, like, get away from stuff, and if there aren't any other humans, like, there's nobody to get away from, so I could be helping him out there.
Hey, that's a great point, Flo. Did it turn you on or off when he talked about he can't go to the state of Georgia anymore? How did you feel about that one, Flo?
You know, I've heard stuff about Georgia. I'm fine with not going there, honestly. I'm completely fine with not going to Georgia.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I dated a girl from Georgia once, and I went to jail. That is no joke. Now,
Sound like you might be in the same boat as this guy.
well, he seemed dangerous, and he had a gasoline next to him. Was there fire in your pants for that one, especially for a fire crotch like yourself? Was there fire in your pants during that? Did you feel swipe right, swipe left, or do you want to see that next video?
There was a little kindling, potentially a bit of a kindling, but I need to see the next one. I need all my options, you know.
Flo, I think you made a good choice, and I love your choice of verbs on the kindling. Just a little tickle, almost like a little tickle in your throat, which if that happens to you, go get tested. Hey, Dougie, hit that next video for Flo.
Ah, bully for you for finding my profile. My name is Carson Timothy Benson, but you can refer to me as the Colonel. I've hunted animals on every single continent, and now I wish to find someone to spend that time with. Some call love a game. I prefer to think of it as the most dangerous game. If you swipe on me, we'll be quarantined on my private island. No one around for miles. Make sure you bring clothes you can move around in, and perhaps some running shoes. I am a gentleman, of course, so I will give you a 1-hour head start on our date. I look forward to pursuing you.
Happy hunting season to you, Flo, because that man right there is going to hunt you down, apparently, as if you were his prey and kill you. Flo, how did that man make your loins flow?
Well, he's also British, which, you know, that just gets me right in my heart, you know. Somebody else from the home country. He seems well prepared, like not having anybody around, so he's well protected from COVID, so it seems like he wouldn't die from it either. I'm a little concerned about the fact that he's probably gonna come shoot me. That doesn't seem, you know, like it's really proactive for repopulating the earth. I mean, if he's gonna do that, can we at least get, you know, a few puppies out first?
You know, Flo, you brought up some really interesting points because it's hard to copulate or repopulate when you're being hunted and killed. So I gotta tell you, that's gotta be a little scary for somebody like yourself, like a bloke like you. Now, he did have money and a private island. Is that something that turns you on? Or are you materialistic, Flo?
Not necessarily materialistic, but all that money buys preparation. And the kind of tech that I could buy with that money for like my alien communication, oh, that would be amazing. That would be so amazing.
One last thing that I noticed in there, and I don't know if this was a turn on for you, but it certainly did make me wiggle a little bit. He had a sight from a gun on a penguin's head. A penguin, a defenseless penguin. How did that make you feel downstairs?
You know, a big gun can be a good turn on. It can be a really nice turn on. I wish it wasn't on the penguin, but if you turn that gun to something else, you know, that might get me going a little.
Ooh, you sound like you ought to move to America and shop at Bob's Gun Shop. The only thing going on in the Arts District for some damn reason. Hey, Dougie, I think she's a little on the fence here. Am I speaking for you, Flo?
A little on the fence, still worried about him killing me. If we can work out a deal where he can like wait a few years before he does that, that might work out.
Well, I appreciate your kind of dedication to having those babies, because I promise you, I've dated so many women where that's all they goddamn want. Dougie, I know you've got a bunch of kids. Let's hit that next video, you illegitimate father, you.
I'm Chip. I'm a professional meat jerker. I've been jerking my meat since I was about 12 years old. My uncle taught me how to do it one night when he was babysitting me and my kid's sister, and since then I've been hooked. I can't stop jerking my meat. Right now, I'm using a dry rub. This is how I started out as a teenager, but as I got older, I began marinating. I find that getting your meat nice and moist first makes it even better for jerking. Anyway, I gotta make do with what supplies I can find during the quarantine. Frankly, during the beef shortage, this is a great way to preserve the meat in a healthy means. Now, before the quarantine, I was jerking my meat all the time for my friends and neighbors. But this time alone got me to thinking about more in life. Not a hookup, but a long-term relationship. Someone I can come home and jerk my meat for, and maybe even a couple chipperoos down the road. To go ahead and teach that no one beats their daddy's meat. So if you think jerk meat is a special treat, go ahead and swap right on me.
Jerky! What in the Christmas tree did I just see? Flo, I don't have the words to even sum up what the hell I just saw. Dougie, that was... Flo?
You know, I got to say, Chip says he jerks his meat all the time, which means he's got really good practice getting it going. So he sounds like he's ready to repopulate, honestly.
Is there any concern that he repopulates with himself too much?
I mean, you guys don't really like waste it, so like it just keeps coming. I'm not really worried, you know?
I feel like we're in a double entendre and innuendo kind of phase right here, because I think he was I'm sorry. Do you enjoy beef jerky?
Well, yeah, it's a good preparatory meat. Like when you're down, hunk it in, and you got that beef jerky there, you're ready, you know? It lasts forever.
It sure does, and there's nothing like dried up meat, is there, Flo?
You got to get it wet sometimes, though, because, you know, repopulating.
Whoo! Part my hair. I'm feeling like we're getting back into this again. If you had some hair to part, I'm sure you'd part it too. Hey, Dougie, I am getting hotter than a Chesterfield cigarette without tobacco. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to see that next video because I can feel it. It's going to be damn sexy. Hey everybody, just coming out to you today just to say hello on Quaran-Tinder, see what everybody's up to, see if everybody's having a ball out there. My name is Jimmy Cactus and I'm a stand-up guy, and I also do stand-up. Yes, I actually do stand-up. Don't mind if I do. I feel a little more at home with a microphone in my hand. You know what I'm saying out there? Hey, how about a nice little warm welcome to all my friends at Quaran-Tinder? Hey, what's the difference between being quarantined and not getting laid? For me, nothing, if you know what I mean. That's an old one. That's an old one. I'm just playing with you out there. Hey, how are the potato chips? Good. Hey, I got another one for you right now. If you want to go ahead, close your eyes, relax, remind yourself that we're in a pandemic, people. Hey, can I give it up for pandemic in the back? I'll kill you. It's like for real though. Is close your eyes, think about the pandemic. Think about if Corona were really here. Imagine if you could just take Corona, put it into a little cup, and drink it just like the drink from down south. Hey, am I right or am I right? I'll kill you. Swipe right on me and I'll promise you this. It won't be peanuts that you're just eating. Huh. I need to write that down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am wet from the head down from that man. That is the sexiest damn creature I've ever seen. Flo, how were you feeling about him?
He was certainly interesting. He had a nice set of hair, which would be really good to pass on, as we, as I said, repopulating the earth. You want to create humans with a good head of hair. And, he had it. So, yeah.
Now, do you find stand-up comedians like him to be a turn on? I know that over in London, there's a lot of great stand-up comedians. Do you find that profession in itself to be admirable and honorable and sexual?
I really do appreciate comedy. It really keeps you entertained, especially when you bunker down. My one concern would be that, I don't really click with him because he's got, American humor and I've got British humor, and it can be kind of different. But the hair could really help, overcome that, That was really nice hair.
If I can say something, I know one thing. I've seen this man perform before, and he transcends language. His comedy is top notch, and his body, especially from the waist down, is amazing.
I might have to take your word for it. You guys did look pretty similar. Is he your brother or something?
No relation. I'm just a big fan. And I'll tell you what, Flo, I'm a big fan of yours, and it's time to get Quaran-Tindered. So I'm going to ask you to do me a little favor. Before you start populating those copulations, I'm going to need you to narrow it down to 2, because right now we have to go to a special break to hear a word from our sponsors. Dougie, did we get one?
Hey gang, this is Dougie telling you to keep glued to your computer screen. We have more Quaran-Tinder coming right up. Today's episode of Quaran-Tinder is brought to you by Leva Psychiatry. And by Captain Winston Starbanger's mustard-flavored condom emporium and Discount Tires. If you want to be a sponsor of Quaran-Tinder, please write me, Dougie, at pusherscomedy@gmail.com. Grab a hold of your lava lamp, because now it's time to reveal last week's winners. First up, we had Florence Avery. You voted, and Florence will be Quaran-Tindered with Jake. Congratulations to the both of you. I'm sure you'll make each other very happy. Then we had Captain Winston Starbanger. The votes are in, and the good captain will be Quaran-Tindered with Stacy. Congratulations to all our Quaran-Tinder couples. Now, let's get back to more show, but first, another word from our sponsors.
Dougie, did we just double our sponsors, Dougie? Is that really what just happened?
Yep.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have sponsors. I'm a little shocked myself, but we have sponsors. And congratulations to those winners of Quaran-Tinder last week. I know that they're going to end up bundling together and putting lotions on each other, non-essentially. Hey, Dougie, you're an illegitimate father. If you wouldn't mind, why don't you introduce that next guest to Quaran-Tinder? And please know I'm very happy with our sponsorship.
All right, Wink.
If you want to do more sponsors, sorry to jump in. It's only $150. You call up, we'll answer. Won't we, Dougie?
Yep.
Let's get to that next contestant, because otherwise we'll have nothing to talk about.
All right. Our next contestant is coming to us from the great state of Vermont. He's recently single. Please give it up for Mr. Bernie Sanders.
Bernie.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Bernie Sanders.
Is this thing on?
Like the real Bernie Sanders is here. Bernie, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Good. I'm Wink Massengale, and we had Terry O'Quinn, the smoke monster, on the other week, and I'd say I never thought we would top that, but Bernie Sanders, the presidential candidate from the Live Free or Die Hard, or is it Evergreen state of Vermont? Tell us a little bit about what are you doing on here?
Former Democratic candidate for president. I have dropped out of the campaign. I am supporting the milquetoast Joe Biden. As soon as I dropped out of the campaign, my wife, Jane, she left me.
Oh.
She said she was only with me because she thought I might be president one day. Now, apparently, she's dating young contenders to be president. And now I'm single, and I'm in the dating game.
Well, welcome back to the dating game. Doug and I have been in the dating game forever, and I promise you the rumors of your wife and booty judge, I'm sorry to hear about that, but a few things I'd like to get straight with you. She stayed with you for all of those years to see if you were going to be president. You're up there in age, brother.
I'm older than dirt. She was with me for 70-some years.
What?
I don't know. I lost count. I've been quarantined for what seems to be 14 years.
I'm worried about some of your math, Bernie, but I'm really, really excited. Bernie, what kind of woman are you looking for during this time of being quarantined? I know it's got to be scary for you with your advanced years. What kind of woman are you looking to get that electoral college back in your bloodstream?
Age is just a number. I want someone with energy. Someone who can cut hair. Look at me. I haven't had a haircut in 2 weeks.
No.
I want someone who believes in America, the America that I believe in. And I want someone who doesn't mind if I talk too loud.
That's pretty reasonable. And right now, we're about to get you on a love Quaran-Tinder match. Bernie Sanders, are you ready to get Quaran-Tindered?
Let's get it on.
Well put. And I'm sorry you didn't win the election. Dougie, hit that video for this man right here. I'm not sure he'll understand it, but hit it anyway.
Hey, my name is Nancy, and just looking for somebody that might want to hang out sometime. I guess it's not a whole lot that's that interesting about me. I do have a twin sister, though, and we do a whole lot together. So, I know some guys kind of like that, if you're a twin. And so really, I'll be looking for somebody that would want to go out, hook up with both of us. Anyway, so I guess one last thing is, I guess I should mention is that she is my Siamese twin, but we get along great, right? Anyway, I think we have a good time.
Oh, double the pleasure, double the fun. Oh my, Bernie Sanders, how did that make you feel deep down in those evergreen bones?
Well, initially I liked her. because she parted her hair to the left. And when I could part mine, you best believe it went to the left. But how are you supposed to socially distance from I don't say that word is offensive, from a conjoined twin?
I see. Saying the word Siamese is politically incorrect.
I don't believe in that word. I did a semester abroad in Siam when I was a kid. Therefore, I don't use a pejorative version of that term.
No, I understand. You're a politically correct man. Would you mind saying what you felt about her in Siamese for me, since you studied over there?
Yes, but this also might come across as offensive.
I see. So we're just... I can promise you that will be less offensive than if you hadn't said it. Bernie, was there any part of that three-way action, and I'm sorry to get a little bit naughty, but we are on Quaran-Tinder, that turned on a man of your stature?
I know a good deal when I see one. Two for the price of one. Giddy up. Hop in the back of the Bernie mobile.
That is a very socialist way to look at it. Hey, Bernie, what are we thinking? We want to swipe right twice, swipe left twice, or do you want to see that next video?
I've learned a long time ago never to go with the first offer. You must negotiate. Next video, please.
There it is, Dougie. You heard it from the man himself. He parts his hair to the left, and he is going to see the next video in the middle. Dougie.
Oh, Siri? Siri, Apple Map? Apple Map? Oh, what is this thing? Oh, Quaran-Tinder? Quaran-Tinder? Hi, Quaran-Tinder. My name is Jan. My name is Jan Brown, and I'm lost. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. I guess I'll just... Tinder, if you can hear me, it appears that I've gotten on some sort of island. It's wild out here. I need help because I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh no. The island. It's alive.
Well, there it is. A woman on a deserted island. How does that one make you feel, Bernie?
That one makes me feel horny. And I haven't felt that way since 1987.
What happened in 1987, Bernie?
I was watching an advertisement for the upcoming Olympics in '88. And it was the women's track and field event.
Flojo.
Flojo.
Ah, I love Flojo myself, Bernie, and you've got really good taste. Hey, let's get back to that woman. She was just like most women I know, speaking of politically incorrect, but she was lost in a car. But she then ended up on a dangerous island. Your thoughts?
If I could have used Google Maps or Apple Maps, I may have won the nomination. I missed about 35% of my speaking engagements, sitting in my car, screaming at my phone, not having any clue where I was. So I can relate to this woman.
Ah, and she seemed to have an older affect, which probably is a turn on for you.
She seemed age appropriate, which is not necessarily a turn on.
Bernie, you wild, unpolitically correct man tonight. What are we feeling? Are you going to swipe right, swipe left, or do you want to see that next video?
Wink. Roll the tape.
There it is. We're going to go ahead and go back to the 70s and roll the tape for Mr. Bernie Sanders. Dougie, hit that tape, rewind it, and then play it.
Oh, hey, I should probably put this away because it's probably getting you guys all excited. I just wanted to introduce myself, and my name is Lily White. I know, what a perfect name, Lily White, for someone like me. Well, I know all you guys are out there during this quarantine wondering if I go over to a girl's house, is she going to let me put my junk in her box? And I just want to let you know, yes, you can put your junk in my box and it will be safe. I mean, every time a guy puts his junk in my box, I sanitize before he puts his junk in my box and after he puts his junk in my box. So it is clean. And you know what? It smells pretty too. One time I put potpourri in my box and it still smells real pretty. So much prettier than other girls' boxes. And you know, you just come on over, put your junk in my box, and we will Netflix and chill all day long with your junk in my box, and it's gonna be safe. I mean, all my guy friends have put their junk in my box, except for maybe Barry. Barry said, I like a darker, smaller box. I don't know, maybe the sunlight bothers Barry's junk, but I said, Barry, you don't worry about putting your junk in my box. You go ahead into the dark space. Like Barry, he's such a sweetheart. Well, and you know, I don't even care if your junk swings left or right and left and left. I mean, I've had so many politicians put the junk in my box, and I've had elephants in my box. I've had donkeys in my box. I mean, my box is just pretty flexible. What else should I tell you about my box? Oh, I know. I should probably just show you. Want me to show you? Yeah. Okay. What, Mama? Sorry, Mama's hard of hearing. Mama, I'm doing my Quaran-Tinder profile. What? It's for people like containers. Quaran-Tinder? Tinder? Oh, Mama, how do I delete this? How do I delete this, Mama? Oh, my Mama.
Whoa, that had a lot. She had a lot in her box. How did that make you feel, Bernie Sanders, that box was so well used and equipped to handle things of all sizes?
Wink, it was like she had the Noah's Ark of boxes. Now listen, I've got a memo for Lily White. No need to worry about my junk. My balls have been socially distancing from each other since 1977. Swinging 6 feet apart. I'm safe. Let me into that box.
We sure will. Hey, so we're thinking this is a pretty strong pick here. You're liking this box, even though it seems like she may have been confused on what game show she was in, but we're not going to worry about that.
I'm pretty close, but listen, she was talking about Barry. And I don't know who Barry is, but it might be former DC Mayor Marion Barry, the crackhead.
I know who Marion Barry is, yes.
And therefore, I'm not sold quite yet. I think I want to take my chances and see an additional video.
Okay, I think we heard it here. I don't know about you. I'm so happy to hear about your testicle social distancing. And more importantly, that woman certainly had a durable box. Dougie, hit that last video.
Hi, I'm Praline, and I am looking for someone I can bake for. I'm home with all these baking supplies and tools, and I'm just looking for someone to gobble up everything I am offering. I know how to whip and how to bake and how to use a spatula for all kinds of different things. So if you like a good baked good, then make sure you swipe on me, Praline. Yeah!
Yeah, is right. I'd love for her to egg beat her into my life. Bernie, how did you feel about that spicy bacon loving woman?
She made my heart murmur when I heard she could whip. But I got a little disappointed when she did not claim to be able to nay-nay? What is a whip without a nay-nay?
Bernie, you've brought up a lot of really good points on this show today. Are you a man that believes the way to the heart is through the stomach? Because it sounds like she would make you a good meal and spank that ass with a spatula. Thoughts?
I eat to live. I don't live to eat. I live to make love.
I see.
Yes.
And I can imagine what that love making would look like with those social distancing balls. Hey.
And an unlimited free supply of government-provided Bona pills.
Well, it seems like we've gone off the race here. If I could, please, Dougie, it's time. Bernie, be thinking about your two contestants, but while we're at it, we got a break for actual sponsors, which we actually have. If you want to sponsor Quaran-Tinder, especially after that testicle saying, please find us at butcherscomedy@gmail.com, and Dougie will get back to you. Only $150. $150 to be able to talk about Bernie Sanders' social distancing testicles. Dougie, let's hit that sponsor. Welcome back to Quaran-Tinder. There's nothing like being right at the end, is there, folks? When you get right to the end, the pinnacle, the climax, if I may. I know Dougie one time climaxed on me while we were on a trip to New Mexico. Do you remember that, Dougie?
Yep.
Those were the good old days. But we are glad to have sponsors on here, and after jokes like that, I can see why they keep coming. Now, Dougie, those two contestants are in there. Let's go ahead and announce them up and where we are at the end of Quaran-Tinder.
All right. Please welcome our contestants back to America's funnest game show, Quaran-Tinder.
All right, Flo, are you out there, girl?
Right here.
Good to see you again. And Bernie, please meet Flo. Flo, meet Bernie.
It is an honor.
I've seen you on TV. You seem pretty cool.
Thank you.
Look at that. You're still popular with the young voters, Bernie. That's a good thing.
She probably didn't vote.
Probably not.
None of them do.
Well, I'm British, so I can't really do anything about it. Sorry.
England is a democracy.
Well, they have something over there called Buy Camel. They have a Buy Camel system, and I know that for sure because one time Dougie and I rode 2 camels without a hump.
And I've got a Buy Camel toe in my jogging shorts.
Well, if we all had stories like that, we wouldn't throw up as much. Now, coming back to you, Miss Flo, it's time. Have you narrowed it down to those 2 Quaran-Tinder picks?
No.
Because if you haven't, I won't have anything else to talk about.
I think I've narrowed it down.
Talk to me, Flo.
So it was a really difficult decision, but I think I narrowed it down to, was it CJ, our first contestant?
Yes.
He was talking about wanting to get away and being out in the open and that sort of stuff. So I was like, he wants to get away. This is a good opportunity for him to start again. So yeah, he had a positive attitude.
He sure did, and he also seemed to be wanted by the police.
Well, that's fine. The police won't exist after COVID, so because everybody else is going to be gone, so not really concerned.
Well, the good thing about you, Flo, is it doesn't seem like one partner's enough, and that's why we're going to kick it on over to who is the second pick for you.
So again, really, really tough decision. I decided the second one would be Chip. He was talking about jerking that meat all the time, and that sounded good to me, honestly.
Oh, holy Christmas, beat that jerk off. He actually came in second. And there's nothing better than when you're jerk meeting than coming in second. Am I wrong, Flo?
No, I mean, I need to make a baby, so whatever,
Hey, if this doesn't work out for you, Dougie and I still go to New Mexico. Don't we, Doug?
See.
Well, thank you, Miss Flo, and we wish you luck. We'll find out what the audience picks for you next week. Now, switching over to you, Bernie Sanders. Have you narrowed it down to, as our Flo said, dos contestants?
Clarifying question. If one of the contestants was two people, do I still get another selection?
You sure as heck do, because around here, one vote stands for two politically incorrect ones.
Excellent.
Please, who are your picks, Bernie?
A lot of people look for someone to grow old with. I'm looking for someone to be old with. Therefore, I will pick the old woman lost with her Apple phone on the island.
Oh my gosh, she's gone and done it. He's gone and done it. Sorry, I made you a woman. Your hair screwed me off. He's gone and done it. He picked the girl that seemed to have parked somehow on the island of Lost with Terry O'Quinn and them. I understand. She probably will wear a bikini.
She and I will pick a Ruby Tuesday to meet at and never, ever show up, either one of us.
If I had a love story like that every time, I'd watch Lost again. Now, Bernie, we're all waiting with bated breath. Watch this. That's bated breath. Tell me, what is that second pick?
Well, it's a hard decision, but I'm going to go with the woman with the immaculate box.
Oh! Oh! The one that had elephants, giraffes, and the entire zoo kingdom in her box is the one you've chosen.
I am a very experienced lover, and I also seek an experienced lover who can satisfy my extremely bizarre wants and needs.
Just hearing you talk makes me want to vote for your penis. You know,
my penis is still running.
Oh, I bet you it's looking for those two social distance balls. Bernie, it has been a pleasure having you on. Flo, it has been a pleasure having you on. And we had sponsors this week. After the show like this, we will not again. But I have been happy to have it while it lasted, because that's what you got to remember during the pandemic. Even though everything in the world gets taken away from you, you still could possibly get sick. Hey, good time here on Quaran-Tinder tonight. And remember, Dougie and I are going to New Mexico when this is all over. Isn't that right, Doug?
Yep.
Ay caramba. See you next week on Quaran-Tinder. Remember to vote who you want to have a match with for Mr. Bernie. Sorry about the hair again. Mr. Bernie and Miss Flo. It has been our pleasure, and on behalf of Dougie and I, Wink Massingale, we say good night. Quaran-Tinder that bottom. Whack 'em.
Myself and Wink Massingale, thank you for watching Quaran-Tinder. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. And remember, if you can't be with the one you love, be with the one you're quarantindered with.